This Bitcoin against silver chart left me speechless. We are seeing the exact same breakout happening as we have seen on silver, and right now we are in a retest phase, and after that silver exploded towards the upside, and that is exactly what will happen to Bitcoin next. Tomorrow is a really important day in the market. We have the Supreme Court decision, and I will dive into that deeper in today's video. We are seeing a perfect retest exactly to the line I've been discussing here over on my channel, and if you bought and traded the trade towards the upside, we have been crushing the market once again. We will dive into that and way more in today's video, but first of all I would really appreciate you guys to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto ever again, and I would really appreciate you guys to subscribe over on my YouTube channel and like this daily update video if you love those updates. And let's dive right away into the chart for now, because what we can see actually is the silver chart on top and the Bitcoin chart below. And these charts look so very similar. Look at this. If we go dive deeper in the charts, we can see is silver pumped towards the upside and set up a high. Bitcoin pumped towards the upside and set up a high. Silver ran down, that's the second, that's exactly what Bitcoin did. Then we rejected the high on silver. That is exactly what we have been seeing on Bitcoin once again. Then we saw a sharp drop towards the downside. That is exactly where the bear market started for Bitcoin and where we put in a new low here. Then we have the drop-off point right over here that started and gave us a new lower low. That is what we have been breaking on silver as well, and a retest was there and we pumped towards the upside. That is exactly the same, and it's so similar. If we look at Bitcoin, we broke out, retest that drop off point and then exploded towards the upside, towards those old highs. That is exactly what we have been seeing on silver as well. So retest, pump exactly towards those old highs we have been rejecting. With that, see a small rejection forming. That is exactly what we have been seeing on Bitcoin as well. And then silver broke out towards the upside. Bitcoin also broke out towards the upside, but now comes the really interesting part. If you look at silver, we broke out, but we didn't really move. We were trending in an upwards channel before a major breakout happened on silver. And that is exactly what we are seeing on Bitcoin right now. We are rising in a bullish channel here. We are at the lower side. If you bought in here at the lower side of this box, this channel here, that is exactly where the best gains has been made. Because if we look at silver, we saw a major breakout of this channel happening, and if you bought within this channel, within the retest of this cup and handle breakout, that is exactly the moment where Bitcoin is at right now. You would made a lot of gains on the way up. And right now, silver is giving us the example of how Bitcoin can break out here. The exact same pattern, the exact same movements are happening on Bitcoin right now. And if we look at silver, this chart looks so similar. And this chart is screaming to buy Bitcoin right now. And I really think, and I'm convinced, that we will see a massive breakout happening for Bitcoin as we have seen on gold as well. The question is, are you fading this signal, or are you just scaling in your Bitcoin slowly at such a low price before a major move for Bitcoin? Then, really important thing in the market for now. Tomorrow, the Supreme Court decision is here, and this is really important, and you need to understand this. So what we saw on the 2nd of April in 2025, we saw Trump announcing the tariffs, what was of course a really bad thing in the market, and we saw a drop of approximately 9%. But tomorrow is the Supreme Court decisions. And this is a really important event because this is a court to decide if this was legal or illegal what Trump did with the tariffs. And for now, there is a 25% chance that it was legal. So that means that there is a 75% chance that this was illegal. Then, if that will come out of Supreme Court tomorrow, that would be not really good for the markets. Because understand, Trump is putting tariffs on countries, which was the illegal part. And of course, if it is illegal, the tariffs could be removed. But this could shake up a massive move in the whole markets here. So please make sure to watch out for that Supreme Court decision moments, and that will happen tomorrow. So please keep an eye on that one as well. Then, if we look at the lower time frame on Bitcoin, we were still rejecting the top side, pretty normal, have been predicting that perfectly, of course. Then we dropped towards the downside, and I said on those red lines, we can scale in our Bitcoin. Right now, we perfectly dumped towards that red line. We are perfectly retesting the top side of the range. We have been breaking out. I am talking about this level for days here. You could buy your spot here and you would be in a good profit right now, or you could be in a trade right now, which we have been calling here for the past days. And we have been taking profits here on the trades on the way up. And if you not want to miss any trade here in the future, please make sure to join my free Telegram group with the first link in the description. And please make sure to also subscribe over on my YouTube channel. And of course, follow me over on X to never miss something once again. That is what we are seeing right now. So we are currently creating a higher low, which is pretty normal here. From here, of course, with the Supreme Court tomorrow, we need to see what price will do. But for now, this is what I'm looking for. If we drop towards the downside for Supreme Court, that is where you can scale in as well. And if we pump towards the upside, there is a trade and you can take profit on the top side. If we break out of this range, we will trade this move further towards the upside. And if you want to trade those moves by yourself, please make sure to sign up on WeX through the second link in the description. You will have the best trading circumstances out there, and we are giving the setups. The only thing you need to do is trade them over on WeX. Then if you look at some on-chain data, we are seeing some really interesting stuff. Because if you look at the M2 money supply, we can see that it is expanding at a rapid pace here. And that is really good for the market. Because what does this mean? The money supply keeps heading towards the upside. And that means that liquidity is floating back into the system and also back in Bitcoin. And that is, of course, a really good store of value with that liquidity. So please make sure that historical speaking, the liquidity doesn't sit idle forever, and over time it is really good for Bitcoin, because it is only a more money flow back in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is one of the first who absorb this money supply, and that will cause for a major money flow back in Bitcoin and crypto, and that will cause eventually in a major move towards the upside, of course. So this is really good. Although it looked really bearish, this is actually a really good sign for Bitcoin. And with that, I'm gonna end this video. Please make sure to follow me over on X and subscribe over on my YouTube channel, and I will see you tomorrow by a brand new Crypto Daily Update video.